Hello, my name is Tom Hayes, Director of Customer and Community Relations for New Jersey Natural Gas, and your host today for Community Connections here at SCAN. It's a wonderful program where we take the opportunity to really get to know some of our community folks and really provide some great information to you, our wonderful viewers. So today, we're very fortunate to have a wonderful guest by the name of Wendy Saunders, who is the Executive Director of the St. Francis Community Center. And welcome. It's nice to have you with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, so you've been with St. Francis Community Center, you were saying, for about 24 years?
Yep, 24 years.
And you were like 3 or 4 years old when you started, apparently, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, we'll go with that.
I will, I agree.
So it is great to have you, and I know
you.
I can just tell you off the bat that I've been aware of the St. Francis Community Center for decades, and you guys really do terrific work. So,
Thank you.
So our guests are in for a treat to really learn about all the good services that you provide.
Great, thanks.
So first, tell us where St. Francis Community Center is located.
Okay, our main office is located on Long Beach Island in Long Beach Township, but we have various satellite offices throughout the county. We have an office in Manahawkin for our senior services. In Berkeley, we use space at the municipal building, and they have several outreach offices throughout the county. We're really lucky that different organizations, churches, agencies donate space to us so we can provide services throughout the whole county.
That's great. It's nice when folks collaborate with each other, right? And
yes.
You can provide the services, but you don't, be expensive to rent space. So they offer the space so that you can work out of their facility and you're in the communities that you need to be.
Yes.
And that's just nice. That's the way the world should be rotating, right?
Yes, and it works out great. We provide a service, they provide us with space, and
Right.
it's closer to their community residents.
Which
they
is
don't have
great.
to travel as far.
That's great. And I was saying before that I have been to your facility on Long Beach Island. It's right on the bay, right? And it's beautiful.
Right on the bay,
It's
yeah.
right in a beautiful
Our
spot.
outdoor pool actually sits right next to the bay on the water.
So it's really nice. So
Thank you.
that's great. So tell me a little bit about the agency.
Okay. St. Francis is a nonprofit agency that's been meeting the needs of the community since 1972.
Okay.
Our goal is to be a community focal point that offers a wide variety of services and programs to our residents of the county.
That's great. That's wonderful. And you said, so how many facilities are there total?
Our main office is on LBI.
Right.
Then we have an outreach office in Manahawkin, Berkeley, and then it's several sites throughout the county.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. And all in Ocean County?
All in Ocean County.
Okay,
yes.
great. What kind of social services and programs do you provide?
Okay, we have a lot of programs. Our departments are amazing, and they do a lot of great things. Last year, we provided over 500,000 units of service to over 17,000 individuals.
Wow.
First, I'll start with our senior services department. We serve seniors who are age 60 and over, and our office is on LBI, Manahawkin, and Berkeley. We do information and referral. We do benefits screening. We do a lunch program where seniors can use our transportation, come in, have a congregate meal. They do lots of activities. They do educational activities. We have fitness programs. We have speakers come in from the community, and we have fitness programs.
That's great.
Yeah, it offers a real lot of services.
Now, the benefits counseling, it seems like that's imperative to so many folks. I hear so many times from our own employees from the gas company that retire, and they get out there, and you're like, it's kind of a maze of all these different programs that are available, but nobody really seems to know what they qualify for or some of the details. So you help go through a lot of that with folks?
We go through the applications. We help them collect all the materials that they need to submit, find out what their insurance is, because they can change every year, depending on what the seniors' needs are and what their medications are. Yes.
That's an incredible service.
And it's a busy time this time of the year.
Yeah, that's remarkable. And here at SCAN, we do a lot of services for our seniors too, which is great. So it seems like there's a lot of tie-in together. So it's really wonderful that you're actually here to talk to our viewers as well, because folks really need to know all those services that are out there.
Yes.
So that's really, really helpful.
And we also will go, we have outreach, we have appointments in the office, but we also will go into the seniors' homes. So for those people who can't leave, we will go into their home.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. I mean, again, it's nice to do what's convenient for you as an organization, but what's really important is do what's convenient and what really helps the folks that you're trying to help. So that's nice that you can do that.
We have to meet their needs. If they can't get to us, we will do our best to get to them.
Yeah, we love our seniors, right?
Yes.
And so we want to make sure we're there to take care of them.
Absolutely.
That's important. That's great.
Yes.
So are fees charged for your programs?
Some of the programs, we charge fees, we work on sliding scales, and some of our programs are offered at no charge. All of our senior services, there is no charge to any of those programs. We also have a family support program, which is a great program. They provide parenting classes and workshops. They also do anger management workshops. They have a Parents as Teachers program, which is an in-home program where our caseworkers go into parents' home and work on parenting skills with them.
Okay.
Connected to that program is an Insight program, which is counseling for the individuals participating in that program. So a lot of these families can't get out, they have young children, so we go into the home and assist them with that.
That's great.
Yeah, it's wonderful. There's also an auto ownership program connected to our family services, which is we have community members donate cars to our agency. We make sure they're reliable, fix whatever needs to be fixed, and we can offer that to participants in the Temporary Assistance to Needy Families program provided by the board. Yes, and sometimes transportation is a barrier for people getting to work.
Absolutely.
So that way they can have the car that they need to get their kids to daycare and get to their job.
That's wonderful. That is,
yeah.
I mean, in this whole region, you know, transportation is an issue. There's really very little public transportation, and you know, a lot of buildings and offices and are scattered all around the counties, and it's hard to get to, you know, from point A to point B.
Yes.
And it's okay, you know, it's nice if you can get an Uber or a ride, but that's expensive.
Absolutely. And even if you can get to public transportation, you have to get to that route.
Right.
You know, so
and then when you get off, where's the drop it in,
Right.
get to from there to where you're working and all that sort of thing. So.
And imagine using a cart for your baby to get them to daycare.
Right.
So it could be difficult.
So what is that program called again?
Auto ownership.
Auto ownership.
Yep.
Okay.
So we always are accepting cars if anybody has any to donate.
That's great to know. That's really great.
And we
to
have
know.
a human concerns department too, which is part of that department, which is a homeless prevention program. So what we do is we have a food bank. So we provide food to needy families that come in. They can come in whenever they need food. We give them sets, and we can also help at times with different utility assistance. So we can help them pay their gas bills, their electric bills. Sometimes we have money where we can help assist them with the rent or a security deposit, things
That's
like
great.
that. Yeah, that's a great program, and we get a lot of donations for that.
Right.
And they also run different special projects through that department. So right now we have our Gift of Warmth project going on for kids. We have a Thanksgiving project, back to school project. So it does a lot. Yeah.
Excellent.
And that's located in our Grand Beach office, our Long Beach Township office.
Okay, very good.
We also have we have a lot of programs.
Yeah, no, that's good.
We have Children's Services Department, which is a NACI, which is the National Association of the Education of Young Children. So we are accredited, and we're also a 4-star Grow New Jersey Kids program. So we do a preschool program for 13 months to 5 years, which runs year-round.
Okay.
And then we also have our summer camp, which is a lot of fun.
I'll bet.
So
Just
the
with
kids
that pool
come
on the
in-
water there.
Yeah.
Sounds like
They swim in
I
the
wanna go.
pool, they do activities, they take trips, they have a focus on something each week.
That's nice.
So that's a great program.
And are the youth programs, the child programs, are they just at the main facility, or again, are they scattered throughout the county?
No, they're just at our main facility.
Okay,
Yes,
gotcha.
we have a lot of programs that they can use,
Right,
so we
but
do
the
house
people,
it just there.
the kids can be bussed in too and that kind of thing. Do you do some of that?
We don't do the busing, but parents drop them off.
They can drop them off there.
They can
Okay,
drop them
gotcha.
off. Yeah, so we're open early in the morning until 6 o'clock at night.
Great.
So we can fit most people in.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
We also have an educational support department, which offers adult basic skills, high school diploma prep, English as a second language.
Wonderful.
This office is located in our Toms River.
Okay.
And they also have a First Step program, which helps students gain employability skills. And then we have a Second Step program, which again helps with the employability skills, but also helps them achieve stackable credentials. So they can get a job or a better job and get into the workforce and make a decent living to support their family.
That's perfect.
Yeah, it's a wonderful program. So there's classes at daytime, there's classes in evenings. It's a very big program.
Perfect. That's
Yeah.
great to have them different times of the day because everybody's got different schedules, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And the last social service program we have is our counseling service. service. So that's located on Long Beach Island, and then we also go to 8 satellite offices throughout the county. So we offer individual, family, marital counseling, and then we also have the sexual abuse and assault program for Ocean County.
Okay.
So with that program, we offer education and prevention to the community, and we also provide trained advocates who can meet a survivor of sexual assault at a hospital and be an advocate there for them. So help them go through the whole process, provide support and information, and then we offer the counseling service free of charge to clients in our office and the other outpost offices.
Okay.
There is no fee for the sexual abuse and assault program. Our counseling services are provided at a cost, but we also do work on a sliding scale.
Okay.
And in that department, we also have a journey through grief. So,
wow, okay.
yeah, that's a great group. It's for people who have lost someone over 6 months. They get together once a week. It's about an 8 to 10 week program, and it's in a group format with a facilitator, and it's really helpful.
That's great. Now, you mentioned sliding scale. I just wanted to, just so folks, some people may not be familiar with that, but that's basically based on their income.
Yes.
What their fee is will go up or down depending on what they really can truly afford.
Correct. What they have to do is bring us some documentation about their income, their house size, how many live there, and we have a format that we figure out what we think they can afford to pay.
Right.
But we are willing to work with everyone.
Which is great, which is just important for our viewers to understand that when they hear fees, sometimes they might feel like, oh, I'm not going to be able to afford it. But it could be, depending on your income, could be $5 or
yes,
whatever.
Our minimum fee is $10,
right,
so anywhere from $10 to $80. And as I said, some programs don't have a fee in the counseling service. The sexual abuse and assault is free, and we also have victims of a violent crime grant, so they can come for them and their family members at no charge.
Excellent. That's great. And again, that's why we love this program, because here at SCAN we're always trying to help folks get information as much as possible. And something like this has some life to it. So whether they see it while we're airing it on the cable channels, or off our website, or on your website, wherever it might be, it's just really good information for people to get. So again, I really appreciate all the information you're giving us. Now, you have recreational programs? I heard a little bit of that for kids and all that.
Yes.
So can you go into that a little bit?
Absolutely. We have a full-size gymnasium, so it's very busy throughout the year. So we do basketball clinics, we have basketball teams, there's CYO meets there, we do aerobics, Zumba, yoga. In the summertime, we have a lot of little camps for the kids. They do lacrosse, basketball, football, baseball, soccer, gymnastics. It's very busy.
Wow.
Pickleball. Pickleball's a big one.
Yeah, I'm hearing more and more about that.
Yeah, we're very busy. We offer it 3 days a week, and then once the basketball is finished, we'll offer it 2 more.
Okay.
So it's an active game, and everybody really seems to enjoy it.
That's good.
Then we have our pools. We have an indoor pool, which a lot of people aren't aware of. So we have lifeguard trainings, we have aerobics classes, we just have lane swimming. We're the host to a couple swim teams. We have our own swim team. So the pool is very busy. And then in the summer, we have our outdoor pool and our swim lesson pool. So that brings in a lot of people.
Yeah, I'll bet. That's great.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. It's a great facility, and it's a nice location, too, for sure.
Absolutely.
Again, right on the water. Do you ever do anything in the water right there, like any little boating or anything like that?
We're right on the water, so we see a lot of boats go by.
Okay, but you don't have any programs
We
to
don't have
teach
any
kids
program.
how to start learning how to
No.
kayak or anything like that?
No, not yet, but that's something we could look into.
Okay, all right, very good. Let me know. Maybe we can help you fund that.
Yes.
And now, are there any volunteer opportunities? I would imagine with all that going on, you've got to have volunteers, right?
We have over 1,000 volunteers that help us do what we do on a daily basis. Our volunteers are awesome. They inspire us with their compassion, their energy, and their dedication. They are wonderful. A lot of activities. They help with all of our special events. We have an 18-mile run. We have a Super Bowl plunge. We have craft shows, fashion shows, art shows.
And I don't want to interrupt, but we're almost out of time.
Okay.
So just if somebody wanted to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
They can call our main number, which is 609-494-8861. Call there directly, and they can put us through to any department that you're looking for.
Okay. Great. Well, believe it or not, we were out of time. Did that go fast, or did that go fast? Right?
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing. But again, I want to appreciate your taking the time out to speak with us. And I know our viewers are going to learn a lot of information from everything that you just gave us. And is there a website real quick that they can go to?
Sure, stfranciscenterlbi.org, and we're also on Facebook and Instagram.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us. We really appreciate it.
And thank you for our viewers for paying attention. We really appreciate it.
Hello there, big boy. How about taking me home?
I'm on my last life, so please take me now.
I'm the kitty in the litter.
Hey, buddy, can you throw me a bone?
Just think, all this can be yours.
They'll make a mess. I won't.
Take me home to your home.
How can you resist?
Please support your local SPCA. After all, giving is what makes us human.
Well, welcome back to Scan's Community Connections. It's great having you with us, and we have a wonderful guest for our second part of our show, and that is the amazing Tim Hearne, who is the president and CEO of Monmouth and Ocean County United Way. So welcome, Tim. It's great to have you with
Tom.
us.
Thanks for having me today.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've happened to know you for years because you did work at the gas company at one point, and did a great job. And then also when you became involved with the United Ways, I served on both boards, Monmouth and Ocean County.
Yes, you did.
And you recently merged them, right?
Yes, we did.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, thank you for your leadership in getting that merger done. It was a long journey, but it got completed. So after we merged, we did a new strategic plan. And as part of that strategic plan, we came up with a new mission that we mobilize donors, volunteers, and community partners to improve the lives of youth and their families in our region. Our vision is that every child is successful, every family is financially stable, and every community we serve is stronger.
It's just great. And I have to say, to your face, as well as in front of all our viewers, you did a phenomenal job.
It was a pleasure.
And all through Sandy, when all that happened, you did a great job leading the show for Monmouth County and all that.
It was a great learning experience.
Yeah,
and
I'm
sure. From the day it happened and not knowing what the heck to do with Sandy recovery to working on it for 4 years and raising close to $7 million and helping over 200 households get back. It was a very rewarding experience.
Right, it was great. And again, you and your team did a great job.
Thanks.
So I know one of your initiatives.
Right.
I want to say our. I know serving on your board is kind of funny, but I'll just say your.
Right.
One of your initiatives is financial stability.
Yes.
Right. So tell us a little bit about it.
So United Ways New Jersey recently issued a report. It's called the ALICE report, Asset Limited Income Constrained and Employed. Basically what it says that it does a study of financial stability. It basically says that 39% of the households in Monmouth Ocean County are struggling to make ends meet. I mean, they just barely are not making enough to cover the basic cost of living.
Right.
And that's up from 34% from a couple years ago. And Monmouth Ocean County is a great places to live, as you know.
Sure.
But they're expensive.
Right.
So a family of 4 in Monmouth County has to earn close to $70,000. And in Ocean County, it's like closer to $78,000.
Wow.
It's pretty surprising. Transportation costs are higher down in Ocean County. But so that's a large population of our region. And we have come together with a whole bunch of partners to develop our Financial Success Center.
Which is great. So tell me a little bit about the Financial Success Center.
So the Financial Success Centers have been we've been in Freehold Raceway Mall for 4 or 5 years. And as part of our strategic plan, we determined that we're going to expand those. So we are now going to go to 10 locations covering the entire Jersey Shore, all the way down from Manahawkin, LBI, Toms River, Bayville, going up to Eatontown, Neptune, still in Freehold, and up in the Bayshore area. You had earlier, Wendy Saunders from St. Francis. That's one of our partners covering Southern Ocean County for us.
Excellent.
So our objective with our partners, and this is a true collaborative, we have over 11 partners, is we provide a couple basic services in one spot so that somebody doesn't have to go around to find these services. And it's not a one-shot deal. So we trained 33 financial coaches throughout the region. These are individuals who are trained by a nationally certified program run by NeighborWorks. And these financial coaches are committed to staying with an individual or family for a period of time to help them get financially stable.
That's excellent.
It's great. And so there's no time for, it's free. All these services are free.
It's really, really wonderful.
So, and it's great because we have partners. Some of them are grants, some of them do it for free because they all agree that this is a great initiative and important to our community. So we provide a couple things. Help you manage your money, create a budget, paying your bills on time, credit counseling. If you have a bad credit score, how to get that done, debt management plans. Help you find a better job. Is that interview skills, resume writing, job training opportunities, and just helping you find a job, better job, or a better career.
Right.
So, and then improve housing. One of the biggest housing expenses for a person is their housing, right?
Right.
So we work with our partners to find affordable housing, and if you're able, ultimately to start saving money for your own house. So first-time buyer counseling, that type of work. And last is increase income. There are a lot of benefits out there that people aren't aware of. And so we working with our partners to make sure you get your SNAP, your LIHEAP, whatever other benefits you're entitled to. And then, so that helps you get a base of income, and then we help you grow it and help you manage that income so that you become financially stable over time.
Really is incredible because we all know, we've all been there, at some point in our lives where the bills seem to be higher than what you brought in, or you're so busy you just didn't get to paying the bills on time, and all these things are so important to make that whole picture work, right? And with a lot of these families, one issue, one health issue or medical problem can throw people into a tailspin.
So our financial coaches will coach you to start having emergency savings. Wherever that is, a month or two of whatever, so that when the car breaks down or an emergency medical, you have savings that does not put you behind.
Right, which is great. And for a lot of people, that's the kind of help they've needed all along, and there weren't that many organizations that could do that for them. Like people would, when you had the emergency, you could go and maybe get some dollars to help with that emergency, but it wasn't really fixing the emergency or getting you back into
So this initiative is not about people in emergency. It's about keeping them out of emergency, and then when they're out of emergency, help them stay out of emergency.
Right, which is great. It's like that whole teaching them how to fish, right?
Absolutely.
That's great. So tell us about, now you told us a little bit about your services and the locations, right? So your expansion. So that's what you're talking about in terms of all those locations.
Yes.
How many are there again now?
So there's going to be 10 locations throughout Monmouth and Ocean County with a whole bunch of partners. We have I mentioned St. Francis, we have Fulfill, Navicor, Affordable Housing Alliance, and SCAN, and Mental Health Association. I think I had everybody. And then we have partners like Monmouth County Workforce Development Board, Child Care Resources for Child Care, Workforce Development Board in Ocean County PIC to help with jobs, resume stuff. And we are recently partnering up with caregivers as part of our new initiative.
That's great. Yep. And it's important for our viewers to know, even if they don't necessarily need the services, chances are they may have family members or neighbors or neighbors' kids that they know are struggling, and just they may be involved with other organizations, other nonprofits, that just spread that information and say, hey, there's help out there.
So they can go to uwfinancialsuccess.org and find the locations and times of all these centers. They can call our office, or they can call 211 and they'll avail themselves of these services.
You know how much I love that 211.
I know it's your favorite service.
People need to know about 211. Like, 911 is emergency, 411 information. For us, the gas company, 811 is call before you dig. But for 211, 211 is perfect.
Is 24-hour, 365 days. You can also call 211. You can go to nj211.org. And it's for referrals to Health and Human Services. You don't know, people don't know where the services are. If you're homeless, if you have taking care of an elderly adult, you need help, respite care, or housing. The whole range of drug addiction services, the whole range of services that you may not know are out there. There's tons of services out there. So just call 211. And they'll put you in the right
I mean, it's
direction.
incredible. It is the godsend of places, because we all worried, oh, geez, where do I go? You just call 211, and they can help you sift right through that and get you right to who you need.
Absolutely.
As opposed to, even internet's great, but you try to look up all this stuff, and it's mind-boggling. And I've told this to you before.
Yeah.
I used the
I
211
know,
once
for your son.
myself. Yeah, because
Yep.
I needed a 24-hour drugstore because
Right.
he needed
Yeah.
special medicine and
Yep.
it could only get, and they told me of a Walgreens that was open.
Right.
So I ran there at like
Yeah.
2 in the morning and was able to get it.
That's great.
Thank God for that
Yep.
phone number.
Yep.
So
It's available.
211, folks. Remember 211. It's
Yeah.
really, it
Great.
really is an important number.
Thank you.
So anyway, so thank you for that,
Right.
and thank you for
Right.
the United Way for getting
Right.
that whole
Right.
thing started with the 211. I think it's
Right.
just fabulous. So you were recently awarded a grant from
Yes.
the National Council on Aging, right? So
Yes.
could you talk to us a little bit about
So
that?
we work with SCAN.
SCAN, right?
Pat Bosom SCAN brought this opportunity to our attention.
She's brilliant, isn't she?
Absolutely, and so we're partnering with SCAN and caregivers and others. It's basically to start benefits enrollment centers, which are targeted for the very same thing we're doing at the financial success centers as far as increasing income. But it's targeted for the 65 and plus and people with disabilities to make sure they're getting all their benefits. There's a couple of Medicare subsidy programs that we're targeting, Medicaid, SNAP, which is food stamps name, and
Right.
LIHEAP,
Yep.
which is the energy assistance.
Yep.
So those are the 5 core, but then we're going to obviously expand to, like LIHEAP, we'll go to the gas company gift of warmth.
Right.
So a financial coach is assigned, it's person-centered to guide those individuals. There's a quick, easy program to say if you're these benefits you're eligible for or not, and then the financial coach will guide you through that process of getting those benefits.
Right.
So it's a great expansion FSC to what we're trying to do, but it's a target specifically for the 65 and plus and the disabled community. So SCAN's going to be leading a lot of the charge on that, reaching out to the senior population, senior centers, community centers throughout our region to avail themselves of those benefits.
That's great.
Yep.
It's just nice. Again, these are those wonderful collaborations that we all love and enjoy out there.
No one organization
Right.
is going to solve problems alone.
Right.
You have to collaborate because we all bring different skill sets
Right.
to the arena, and by working together, and that's what United Way does. We convene, collaborate, bring people together in order to make a difference.
Yeah, which is great. It's amazing, and again, I kudos to both yourself and to Pat to really put that together
Yep,
because
that
it's
was
really
great.
important, and it's nice when
Yep.
people can
Yep.
contact each other and say, we want to collaborate?" And people jump right in and say, "Yeah, let's
Yep.
do it," and it happens.
Got done.
And I can tell you,
And so it's bringing money into the county,
Yeah.
to the 2-county region,
Right.
to help that community.
yeah, do wonderful services. And from somebody who's involved with funding,
Right,
from our
right.
charity, we look for those things,
Right,
and we
right.
really think that's
Right,
great when
right.
folks work
Thank
together,
you.
because it just spreads the wealth, gets more done, and
Yes.
helps more people, and
Yeah.
never does it hurt the organizations that collaborate.
No.
Right? It's always helps them do even more.
Right,
and get better.
rising tide.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
It's great. So the tax season's going to be
Tax season's upon us,
right?
before you know it.
So tell us a little bit about what you guys have been
So
doing.
we partner with Fulfill to.
And Fulfill used to be the food bank of
right.
Monmouth and Ocean Counties, right?
We've been partnering for many, many years
Right.
on a free tax preparation services. And it's the target for that is there's something called the Earned Income Tax Credit. A family of 4 earning less than $55,000 a year is eligible for the Earned Income Tax Credit. And it is a non-refund, it's a refundable credit, meaning even if you don't owe the government anything, you file your tax return, you can get this credit. And when you're $55,000 and less, that's a significant part of income.
Sure.
It is a large anti-poverty program.
Right.
But the key is you have to file your tax return.
Right. Doesn't come automatic.
Doesn't come on, you got to
You
file.
have to do that.
So the IRS has started the VITA program, Volunteers in Tax Assistance, Fulfill. And we have, Fulfill has 9 sites throughout the region. 2 of them are at our financial success centers.
Great.
Our financial success center, the Beach Center on Hooper Avenue in Toms River, and our Freehold location in the Freehold Raceway Mall, the Meridian Community Resource Center.
That's great.
So it's key to have people know that they got to file their taxes to get this credit, and it is a significant amount of income that they can earn.
Which is great.
Yep.
So we need to wrap up. So
Okay.
if people want to get a hold of you and get information, tell us the website again.
So it's uwfinancialsuccess.org.
Okay.
Is to find out all information about the Financial Success Center,
Okay.
but also 211
Yep.
for that, and also for you can schedule a tax appointment By calling 211 at any of the fulfill locations in Monmouth and Monmouth Ocean counties.
Great. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Tom.
Wonderful work. It's always a pleasure. And to our viewers, thank you very much, and hope to see you next time on Community Connections. Thank you.